Hello everybody, setting off on the gentleman's ride, distinguished gentleman's ride, hence the attire. I'm going on the Norge. I was going to go on the Falcone, but the weather doesn't look good enough. Although it's bright sunshine now, it's given us rain for later this afternoon. I will give you a full report later. I will be using the helmet looky outy cam, so I'll give you a bit of an update later. Take care. Okay, so we'll just back out the drive here and we'll get ourselves underway. It's like I say, it seems like a very nice morning. I will just get us onto the main road bit, and then I'll cut to the more interesting roads, shall we say. You've seen this bit of stretch before if you've seen any of my other videos. It's just the route out of my little village, potholes included. So we just get ourselves onto the main road, quick look left and right, or right and left, and this is always a tricky junction because cars come down from the right pretty bloody sharpish, like that one. There we go, we're away. I would say the local knowledge is useful, but as you can see I have a sat-nav on, which, although they're really good pieces of kit for finding where you want to go, they don't give you that local knowledge of bad junctions and what to look at. Anyway, I witter on. Off we go through the village, and I'll just cut from here to the next video, I think. And here we are, a little bit further down the road, out of the village. This is the sort of main road towards the west side of Cardiff, where we're meeting up just outside Cardiff actually, which will be pretty good. I've never met any of these guys before, I don't know who they are, we just chatted online, and we've all subscribed to the Distinguished Gentleman Ride charity, and because of the this remaining fear of this COVID, the organisers have said there's not going to be a mass ride, it'll be like last year, solo rides, record them, whatever, take pictures. Well, I do all of that for my channel, but I really sort of was looking forward to meeting all the guys. So a guy put up on Facebook that he was doing this, does anybody want to join him, and I said yes. And like I say, there's only a very small number of us, I believe, and we're going to be going through the city centre. But it's just that I've put a bit of the route to the meeting point. It's not a bad bit of road. This is a dual carriageway part of my journey to the meeting place. It's a nice piece of road, to be honest. And now when I look up at this beautiful blue sky, I'm thinking I should be doing this on the Falcone. Admittedly, I would have had to have left home sort of 3/4 of an hour earlier, perhaps, because it's not a fast bike like this one, but it would be more in the spirit of the thing. But I don't know who I'm going to meet. These guys might be all on big sports bikes or something. And I turn up on the Falcone and they go, oh my god, there'll be first gear everywhere, and I'll be puttering about. So at least on a bike like this you can maintain some sort of sensibility. The road now is about to go to an ordinary carriageway, coming off the dual carriageway. So it is a beautifully quick bit of road, but again, I'm only getting there because I need to get there in time to meet these guys. So I think I'll cut the video and I'll edit it away a bit for the next bit, because it's pretty much this sort of road virtually all the way there. And I think well, as much as it's nice to see road videos and it's nice to see the sort of countryside that we live in, the whole point of this video is the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride. So I think I'll cut to the beginning of that video. And here we go. The meeting point should be on the right here, at the end of this dual carriageway on a lay-by. Yep, there's a guy there, quick wave. At least I hope it's one of them. I'll just pop up here and find a place to turn around. I don't know whether those guys are meeting at the same place. No idea. You'll find out in a minute. Just U-turn here. On traffic lights, of course. The best place to do this sort of manoeuvre is to annoy people. I'll certainly annoy this guy here because I'm going to be pulling right in front of him and he's not going to expect it. There we go. We'll just wait for the lights to change and we'll see how we get on. Like I say, I've never met these guys. Certainly look the part as I rode past on a nice big cruiser. Not my, as I've said in the past, not my style. I did try the Californian, didn't like it. So here we go. Yep, definitely one of the guys here, definitely dressed for the part. Well, there we go, we're here, and what a dapper young man he is. Well, we'll have a nice time, I guess. So we go on with this lot. Here we are at the gentleman's ride. This is the lady and gentleman, and we're all here. I'm going to be wandering through Cardiff any moment now, and it should be fun. I've got some helmet cam footage. We'll see later. Take care. Okay, the guy with the cruiser is going to be the road captain. I'll be bringing up the rear. We're all setting off now. The reason I'm going to be setting off the rear is so that I can get the camera footage. I think it'll be nicer that way rather than just following the one guy. I see the whole, well, the three other guys in front plus myself. And away we go. They all do seem genuinely decent folk, which isn't really surprising, I don't suppose. Anybody that's prepared to give up time and a little bit of money for a good cause can't be bad people by and large. And the guy in front of me, he only bought that bike a month ago, and it is a minter. Apparently he took it apart, put it back together in a month, having seen the other Kawasaki that's in front of him. He was so impressed with it, he just went out and bought one, which is quite interesting really. The guys really are sort of taking this to heart, this whole charity. Now, I'm not convinced that this is a good idea. I'd like to go for a ride somewhere like anybody else, but I think this is just going to be a trek through the city centre, which isn't really my idea of a day out, to be perfectly honest with you. But hey, this is what it is, and that's the end of it. And it's not my place to sort of dictate anything, because these guys have been good enough to invite me along. And like I say, they're really decent people. I hope we can stay in touch after this. Like I say, we're now running down towards the centre itself. I'll cut to the real. There's nothing to see here really, so I'll cut the ride through so you get the feel of what's going on. This is one of the main routes into the city centre of Cardiff. It's called Penarth Road, and funnily enough it goes from Cardiff to a place called Penarth. Incredibly logic the way we organise our roads. There we go, that's the dual carriageway I was on earlier, and just gone underneath it. And this is the sort of area of town where people buy motor cars. There are all the car dealerships here, so it's a pretty dull place for a biker. Nonetheless, there are a couple of bike shops here, but it's not a bad place, I don't suppose. And as you can see, tree-lined, broad, nice big road, so it isn't a bad place to be at all. Like I say, I think I'll cut to more of the what we actually did. Now the guy with the pillion, his partner, very nice young lady, his bike has decided to start overheating in this traffic because we have found ourselves in something of a traffic jam. I did suggest we go down the cycle path, but it was rejected as an idea, mainly because it's illegal. Who knew? It's going to bring a premature end to the video as far as I'm concerned, because what's now going to happen is we're going to be just parking up for a while his bike cools down and maybe the traffic eases, so that we can get ourselves to finish the rest of this ride. But it is literally going to be ending fairly shortly, I believe, due to the fact that we can't do with overheating bikes. It's just not fun. Like I say, the chap on this this beautiful bike that he's literally turned round in a month from from what they told me, quite a scruffy bike, and he's done a lovely job with it inside a month. He must have worked every single day on it, and it really is a nice job, a very, very nice job. And like I say, I think we're just beyond these traffic lights is where we park up, and like I say, we just have to hang around and wait for his poor bike to sort of cool down a bit. And I can't believe that the Japanese have made such a mistake, but he says it's done it in the past in heavy traffic. It doesn't sort of overheat at all once it gets out on the open road. But I don't know, maybe it's a radiator or fan issue, although the fan is working, you can hear it working. And it's a case of just dealing with it, I suppose. It's not a new bike, and I'm really impressed that these guys have got these bikes and we all get out on them. It's really great. The guy on the cruiser, by the way, somehow got ahead of us when we had the overheating issue with the first Kawasaki, and he didn't seem to notice that it dropped us, and he's disappeared off. So what the plan of attack, as it were, is to get the other side of these bloody traffic lights, and here's me sort of explaining he's now got water falling out of the bike, and it's really overheating quite badly now. You see the steam coming out of it? There's a little overflow pipe there. So we've got this car park on the left. It's a park, it's a huge park just in Cardiff, and we're going to pull up here and we're going to sort of allow the thing to cool off, and we're going to just chinwag, I guess. This is when we get to know who we are and what we do in life. But I hope this has been an interesting video for you, and I will give you a normal old guy in the shed in the very near future. Thank you very much for listening. Like and subscribe as ever, and share with your friends. Take care everybody, this has been interesting.